Oh.
But I can still override it. But I didn't do that because But anyway. Well, you know, at the time, if I had been gone or something, I got more people there. But anyway, just
hang. They don't. Don't let it out, but they
anyway. Sure. Or you want to he's fine to let him live that in again. Who are you? Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll be the first one to keep my elbow. Last time we used it, brought it back. I brought it back. Yes. I put it back. He's got to stack that down. They told me the dog I'll be told. We'll clean it up. I'll put Greg on for 1 to 2 days. Yeah, I think that's sort of one coffee cross, confirmation, one big coffee cross. They'll make small. I can't find them in the store. Greg over there with Mac and Trice truck. He found me 3 so far. He just make sure he runs it through the dishwasher. That's why I get my coffee. I just lit one in there. Up there. Also, give them a call and ask if they're doing any line work. That's why we have to be real careful. They've got some it's odd if it just keeps
I'm doing excellent. Good, glad to hear it. I always do. Come here. Been to the ring. Every day is busy. Sorry, I was running late.
I call the order of Rutherfordton County Council, this being June the 19th, 2013. Thank you all for being here. We've got a special presentation that comes in a little bit later, but I wanted to have a public comment time first for those businesses that are here that need to get back to business or wherever that allows them to do that. And so we have ample time for a special presentation. So at this time, I'll open it up for public comment time. This is where any of our business can stand and make council aware of any information that you want them to be aware of. It does not necessitate any response from them unless they so desire. It's up to them, but it's maybe an opportunity for any of our citizens to make them aware of anything that you have on your mind. If you're here for public hearing, this is not the time to be a part of that. There'll be a special time for any comments to make to that. This is other than a public hearing. This is public comment. So if there's anyone here for public comment, if you'll raise your hand and tell everybody who you are, and you're allowed to make your comments. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Jenny Bradley. I was born in Rutherfordton County, although I live on the Lake Shore side of Polk County now. As of April the 22nd, we opened a new salon right here on Washington Street, called Salon 74. And there's 4 girls work there. We are all independent contractors and hairstylists, and we were looking to start our career. We just recently joined the Rutherfordton Chamber of Commerce and had our ribbon cutting ceremony on Friday. So we haven't been open very long, so I just wanted to make people aware, and we're looking to become more involved with the community so that we can get our name out there and possibly make a solid career up there. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being able to be there. There's done a great job inside. Looks great. So thank you for choosing Rutherford. Appreciate you being here.
Just want to get the word out, and we thank anybody and everyone that helps us along the way.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Yes.
Bill Simmons, I live at 119 Crescent Street. This has to do with an article that came out in the Daily Courier on the 13th. In that article, it said that there was a loan to be paid off in the sewer fund to the town. The issue is that the fund, or the loan, is put into the current asset category for 10 years. My question is, how is it that we can go for 10 years and not recognize a loan? In the report that's called PD Ratios and Operation Statistics for the town of Rutherfordton, in the North Carolina Treasury report that comes out each year, the implication is that by showing the current assets and with going through 2 CPAs, why this error was not picked up. It has overstated or it has understated the quick ratio for 10 years, in that we had 1.04 Q ratio for our quick ratio. Had we corrected this problem, it would be 1.52. That is 2011. In 2012, although it says we have a 1.3 Q ratio, in other words, the amount of liabilities that can be covered by our cash or cash equivalent, this in 2012 is 1.38. Had this been corrected when it was recognized and not, unfortunately, not picked up by any of the auditors, it would have been 2.56. So you can see that if you are understating your liabilities and your assets, assets and liabilities, it does have an effect on our state, recognizing that some of our performance is not up to par.
Any other comments? Yes, sir.
I'm Gail Clayton, and are we having, a hearing in a few minutes on the budget?
As I mentioned a while ago, there is a public hearing on the budget here.
Okay, I'll hold it till
This
then.
is public comment, if anyone that wants to make a statement like that.
Okay.
Sure. Any other public comment? Anything from council? I think it's good news to wish Mr. Cobb a happy birthday in public comment. And so, happy birthday.
You don't have to say who it.
He requested no our gifts. Any other public comment? Being done, we will move on to a special presentation. And Ms. Riley, I'll have you something to do that. If you don't mind, please stand and introduce yourself, and I'll let you do the presentation of the involved.
My name is Chip Bradley, and I'm one of the county historians. And if you kept up with some of the articles that were in the Daily Cruiser back when the town was celebrating a big anniversary, you probably read an article about Colonel Andrew Hampton. Joe Everett has written a novel about the Revolutionary War in Rutherfordton County, and during his research on that novel, he found out a lot of information about Colonel Hampton, and he began to realize that Andrew Hampton had not gotten the attention that he deserved. Probably one of Rutherford County's greatest Revolutionary War heroes, and almost forgotten. So I'm excited tonight that we're going to be able to recognize him with a portrait, and I'm not going to tell you the details about how the portrait came to be and all of it, but it is exciting the way that this portrait is made and the way it will be unveiled tonight. And I want to introduce to you Mr. Marty Mangello. Marty is the owner of the Inn of the Patriots at Grover, North Carolina, and he is instrumental in organizing the Revolutionary War Living History Center. And he feels like that some of these patriots in this area of the country should have been recognized. And so he has at the Inn of the Patriots an exhibit that has a lot of historical stuff about the Revolutionary War in this area, and he's establishing some of these portraits. Now, who was Andrew Hampton? I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about him, but he was the main colonel of the Rutherford County militia during the Revolutionary War. And early on, he was faithful to the crown. He was named captain of the militia for Tryon County under Governor Tryon, who was the British governor, royal governor of North Carolina. But by 1775, it was becoming obvious that
North Carolina was not going to be able to survive under British rule if some changes weren't made. The folks in western North Carolina were paying high taxes to build a palace down on the coast, and they felt like that they shouldn't be taxed to build something they'd never see. And a lot of other oppressive acts were being taken against the citizens of North Carolina, and very unfairly to western North Carolina. So in July of 1775, things came to a head, and Andrew Hampton was one of the men who was appointed to the Committee of Safety, which really was the beginning of revolutionary activities in western North Carolina to start looking at what could be done to stop what the British government was doing unjustly to the citizens of this state. In August 14th of 1775, he was one of the signers of the Trial and Resolve, which basically said if royal governor of North Carolina and the British Crown doesn't calm down a little bit in the way they're treating us and give our citizens some voice in the government, we're not going to stand for it. Basically, what the Trial and Resolve said. They were going to continue to serve it under the Crown if things would let up, but they were serving notice. And so he resigned his commission with the royal government, and he was very soon named lieutenant colonel in the Tryon County militia, which was appointed by the provincial Congress for, I guess what would you say, the patriotic cause. And very soon he became the colonel, and he was in a number of major activities. His first assignment as colonel was to go to the defense of Charleston. And then he fought in a number of important battles in this area. And he should have had a whole lot more recognition of what he has. So at this time, I'll introduce Marty too, and let him lead on with the other things.
Well, Chibis. Yeah. And I'll just say, my name is easy to remember. Mom Jello, like Jello, my mom does. Chibis, I read out there the courthouse cell was drawn here when the Great Battle of Manila Bay came in. So I'd like to give you this bronze plume of that victory that was made from the propeller off of one of the three propellers from Admiral Booth's flag. Thank you very much for your hard work.
He's had a very illustrious career. One of the things that he has done, he was executive chef for the White House and for Camp David as part of his career as a military.
And I was in the Navy 21 years. I could have a way that was greater heroes than I. I retired as a young man at 39 and come back home to the United States from the deserts. I was gone for a little over 7 years overseas. And then married a lady from here and moved to the Charlotte, North Carolina region. So go figure. When you fall in love, you'll move anywhere. So, one thing when I came here, like a good German, and showed me my dominant knowledge, was I noticed that the villains were everywhere at the Battle of Kingstown. There were illustrious paintings, busts made of them in alabaster, people like Major Patrick Ferguson who terrorized this town, of course, his boss, Cornwallis, done with full color portraits done up there. He's actually a hero. He's just here on stage and very long of India for a long time. And other people, like his boss, Sir Henry Clinton in New York, who directed the invasion of the South and the crushing of all the Southern people, and re-invaded the North for the first time from the bottom. That was their big plan. Okay? But when I looked for my family on the German side, and I then said, what about all the other families around here? There were never any paintings done. Never when I saw too many books. I researched Dr. Bobby Moss through hundreds and hundreds of books. There were no paintings, drawings, busts, anything, portraits ever completed of any human who fought in these great battles. And I thought, my gosh, what a shame. Isn't got terrible. We had people who came here, like Colonel Shelby, first from Pittsburgh, first from Kentucky, Colonel Sevier, who was the governor of two states. They had their families done because they became very famous. But the common blue collar worker who fought or died or was crippled, like my family, at Kings Mountain, South Bend, and lots of other valleys in the dry spots. No one had ever seen them, so I found the best artist in the world, who I call him a forensic expert. He doesn't like that. He likes to just, he's looking out there. He likes to be known as a historian artist, who could interview the families and rebuild these people. So this is Colonel Cleveland, the county that I live in, in Cleveland. It took about 7 months to do it. And this is Colonel Embright. His real name is Umbra, a very famous Prussian, whose great-great-grandson, Colonel Andre, and this is a black hero. This is the most recent one that was completed, Ishmael Titus, in the Blue Black fighting at the Valley of Kings. And, of course, tonight we have the honor, after Kelly tells you about his work, to unveil Colonel Hampton. So, sir, may I introduce you, the artist, and you come up here, and I would like to unveil him, and would you tell us about him and what it took to build him? Yeah, do you want to unveil him first or after? Or do you want to
There's lots to bring one of that one Hampton.
Oh, absolutely.
Descendants here.
Any of the Hampton descendants, please? Sir, I know you are. You're the spitting image of this painting that we're getting rid of. Please come up here. And you did participate with artists in Hopkinsville, didn't you? And what was your name again?
Ambrose Mills.
Ambrose Mills. Okay, very easy name to remember, isn't it? And anyone else here from the family tonight? The Hampton family?
I'm Thomas Paul. He's Thomas Kelly. I'm a local artist. We're doing work South Carolina. And as Marty said, they commissioned me to recreate some of the local heroes that we weren't really in the Indies of. And what I do, I have a process that I call sort of sport forensic procedure approach to different things. I find out as much as I can about the person and do all the stories there that I can to kind of get an idea of the character in it. And in this case, I'll roughly have a book by Joe Eppley there about the life and times of Hampton called the Pastor of Hate. So it gave me an idea of what kind of man he actually was. They say that the person you are becomes etched on your face over the years. And this man was a man of great ability, determination, vision, and he had to march uphill during battle at 67. He was a determined person. And as well as the historic writings about and description of anyone, also do about family photographs for the class. In this case, we had scores of family photographs that were channeled from Joe from Symphony from several states. And what I did was I narrowed these down to 15 photographs, far back as I could get at the time period. And what I looked for is the curved features, dominant features, nose, eyes, shape of the head, shape of the very important. And we really hope that when we get through, that families will see something familiar in their faces. And there's several times in each four I've done. I've done some in the past, but particularly these four have really good success with family members who come forward and say, this looks like my uncle, or this looks like Cousin Joe, or actually in the case of Colonel Cleveland there, he didn't have any photographs, he didn't have any photographs to go from, but a couple of books they had, and part descriptions. seventh generation, director said to come forward, he said, that looks like me. You have to look like that. And that's very gratifying to hear that. In this case, as I said, I took down the 15 photographs and came up with what I felt like was probably the strongest features, and we got some feedback from the relatives. Who give us some really feedback. I feel like it's probably healing something for them. It's not really a scientific thing, but it's sort of small averages and somewhat scientific approach. But we hope that you can come as close as you can to have a family feel like it's not a place that you can live with. I think I found that with this family as well. And I hope that this fellow will be rocking and living loving what we've done together. Anyways, thank you very much.
Once this property that Rutherfordton sits on was bought for the purpose of establishing a courthouse and a county seat town, Andrew Hampton was one of the first properties, bought one of the first lots in the town of Rutherfordton. You go back at the old plat, you'll see one of the lots at Andrew Hampton's name.
I'll just say the painting has been stayed here in town hall and for 3 weeks. So thank you all for helping. Do such a wonderful thing.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other comments, Joe? Do you want to say anything? Okay.
We'd like to get a mayor, especially you, Mayor.
Yep, what we'd like to do, right, I'm gonna ask the council for permission for about a 5-minute recess where we can move these porches out in the hallway, and then we can get family members around and get pictures made or whatever out there, and if I can hear a motion in a second. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Declare a 5-minute recess, and if we could, I'll let you move those porches out there, and then if we get the families out there, everybody's involved, and we get some pictures made, and we'll go from there. But first, before that even happens, thank all of you for bringing this actually to our attention, first of all, and allowing the town of Rutherfordton to be, continue to be a part of that history that we can bring and let educate everybody about. But excellent work. I appreciate the work that everybody did in bringing that story to us. We are honored that you chose us to be a part of that. We are honored to have the portrait available for people to come in and look at, and we'll make available some of the story about what went on. But thank you again for allowing us to be a part of tonight.
Thank you. This is, I think, one of the most appropriate locations that we could have done. He had faith in this town and this future.
Now, didn't I read that he was the sheriff at one time?
He was sheriff at Rutherfordton. He was elected 3 years, so 1 year.
Okay. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate bringing. Any of the family members want to go out, or anyone that wants to go out and take a picture, you're welcome to use this opportunity to do so. So we'll be back in station about 7 hours.